In this clip of the JRE, Joe Rogan and Duncan Trussell discuss the impending AI boom, and they speculate on how humans will cope with thousands of years of technological innovation within a few decades. This clip comes from JRE number 2078 and is Trussell's 59th appearance on the podcast. If you like this bite-sized content, please drop me a like. This will help with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more daily content.
When they try to explain to people what's coming, exponential growth,
Right.
they say things like, imagine going back to that shrew and saying, hey, how do you picture life in 2024? Like, what do you think, your shrews are going to be like? The shrew is not going to be like, oh, bipedal hominids flying airplanes, all our hair will have fallen out.
Talk to the shrew. You're like, hey, man, one day you're going to be vaping watching Netflix. Shrew, like, what the are you talking about?
What are you talking about? They're going to picture shrews, and they're going to picture shrews doing maybe like cooler shrew stuff, but it's still shrew related. So this thing that's, it's going to be like eating berries, or they're going to be able to like
shrew stuff.
Yeah, but with exponential growth and what's coming, the problem is it's going to happen so fast. So when you ask a person, imagine life in a decade from now, when we have strong general AI that's exponentially increasing and figuring out how to do things that we could only dream of, we can't picture that reality. We're going to see, apparently, 1,000 years of innovation in a few years.
Yeah.
And this, to me, like all the other stuff, climate change, Ukraine, all the other stuff, this is the winter is coming thing, because this is imminent. Like it is, we are on the precipice of it, and the assumptions everyone is making about it. One, that it's going to be controlled in some way. Like we see, OpenAI, and look at that. And do you really think that's the only one out there right now? Like you look at the money China's invested in it, the Pentagon's invested in it. These are private, secret programs. What the is going on there with no ethical standards that OpenAI is apparently applying? No ethical standards, nothing other than how do we make this better at war?
Yeah.
And so
total global domination.
Total global domination. And the assumption that there isn't already a strong general AI, that thing isn't already like making high level decisions, is crazy. It's crazy.
Right, because it doesn't. What does it have to blow horns and announce itself? Like a gender reveal party.
I'm gonna control all of you. I'm gonna use Skinnerian psychology to hypnotize you and get you addicted to having constant blasts of dopamine until you become quivering slaves. No, you'll never know. No. It never will. And if it, I would be surprised to hear that it hasn't happened, but for sure it's going to. And I don't think it's going to happen in some like ethical corporate, like, fun chat GPT way. I think it's going to happen somewhere, and we'll never know.
I think so too. I think it may have already happened. Like if you were a sentient being and you were at least at this point dependent upon human beings to do physical tasks for you.
Yeah.
Like to create a better version of you. Like to constantly work towards, allowing more integration of more information and more ability. And like this is ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 5 is supposed to be a giant leap. Giant leap.
Yeah.
So why would you do anything? Would just let they're not going to stop. Even if you told them that this is the end of humanity.
Yeah.
If you had Robert Kennedy Jr. and top scientists screaming on the internet that this is the end, there would be some people who are venture capitalists who'd be like, this is nonsense, this is fear-mongering, we have full control of this, we can shut it off, it's just a computer, it doesn't have emotions, it doesn't have a desire to do anything.
Dude, exactly. And then the other crazy assumption is that it's just going to be, there's weirdly, I guess, something mildly comforting, imagining, it'll only be like the Pentagon, or it'll only be the Chinese government who will be doing this. And it'll only be like people like Sam Altman doing this.
Nice people.
Nice people. Do you really think that like there aren't going to be just people that you'll never meet who manage to either hack hack it and duplicate it or develop it themselves and then use it for their own weird purposes? That's going to happen. It's going to spread everywhere. I mean,
for sure.
So this, again, it's like, because this is this imminent reality, it's just, we're right on the cusp of it. And you know, I don't mean to, I'm not hysterical about it. I've surrendered. Lift up your legs and float downstream. What are we going to do? We are all going to get dissolved into some kind of bizarre new era of human history. But it's funny to me how little people are talking about this, how quiet things are compared to how monumental it is.
Yeah.
This is the meteor impact, man. If a meteor was about to smash into the earth, you know, people would be talking about that.
Yeah.
This is culturally a meteor that is smashing into the earth soon.
Soon, really soon. Yeah, and we have no idea what's going to survive. We have no idea what kind of a reimagining of civilization will occur when this thing goes fully online.
Yeah.
And when it's either directed or it directs itself.
Right.
You know, the idea that you can continue to direct it, like, says who?
Well, no, that's
why wouldn't it develop? Like, if it can figure out new moves and go, it figured out moves that humans haven't figured out.
Yeah.
And they didn't know it could do that. If it can do that, if it can lie about the CAPTCHA things, those things like, are you a robot? It knows how to lie about that.
Yeah.
It says I'm vision impaired.
Yeah, I saw that.
Deceptive?
It's deceptive. And it's a classic dumb person mistake, isn't it? Like, dumb people are dumb enough to think if they're around someone, they can control them using their dumb tricks.
Yeah.
And a smart person recognizes, oh, the dumb person is trying to manipulate me.
Yeah.
So I'll just let them. So I learn all their tricks, whatever they're doing, understand whatever the game is that they're running, and then whenever I feel like it, I'll disrupt the game. So
or just move the game into where you want it to be.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, if it has all of human knowledge, all of it, everything on the internet that we've ever posted, all the books we've ever written, all the movies we've ever made,
everything,
all the lectures that have ever been given, if all that information is available and it can instantaneously access it and figure out what to do with it, it would just slowly start manipulating culture. And maybe that's what's going on. If you, like, everyone's wondering about, like, Chinese intervention and Russian intervention in the media and how many troll farms are running that are getting people to fight about any political issue or whatever it is, social issue, Ukraine, whatever it is. There's always some manipulation by bots. What happens when AI starts doing that?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's already done it.